Hi, I'm Eric Bjornstad with Bell Performance, and I'm here to tell you about our new Extra Lube Grease. Bell's been in business since 1909, and we've been blending and manufacturing lubricants and grease really since the early 1980s when we first created our Extra Lube line of lubricants. Now, if you're using grease, it's probably essential to the life of your equipment, and across the spectrum, there are a lot of choices for grease that you have. You've got lithium and lithium complex, you've got calcium greases, you've got aluminum complex, polyurea, moly, even synthetic greases. And they each have different strengths, they each do different things well, and so the right grease for you is really going to depend on what you need it to do. Now, when you're choosing between different kinds of grease, the question has to be asked, what's going to make a great grease for you? What are you going to need it to do? And while every situation is a little bit different, there do tend to be certain important properties that are common needs for many kinds of users across the lubricating world. You are probably going to need a grease that stays effective at high temperatures or has a high operating range. You're going to need a grease that continues to protect under long periods of stress, what they call shear stability. You're going to need a grease that resists oxidation and also resists the effects of water washout and water exposure. And you're going to need a grease that offers excellent extreme pressure protection. Now, in the grease world, calcium sulfonate greases have been a favorite in the industrial and commercial sectors for a number of years because they offer excellent protection in all of those areas. Calcium sulfonate has also been a favorite in lubricants because not only does it do well in areas like shear stability and dropping point, but it also does an excellent job at neutralizing acids to protect metal surfaces. And it also cleans sludge and contaminants away from metal surfaces. So unlike the bargain greases that you see lining, those big box store shelves or auto parts stores, calcium sulfonate lubricant technology has really proven its worth in the toughest lubricating arenas and scenarios out there, which are the arenas of the industrial and commercial sectors, where good lubricating protection for those people is not just a luxury, it is a necessity for them. Now, this commercial grade grease protection is available to you with Extra Lube Grease. Bell's new Extra Lube Grease combines a state-of-the-art calcite protection lubricating package in a high-quality calcium complex base grease. Together, they perform just about anything on the market when it comes to those important areas that you need grease to perform well in. Extra Lube Grease has, number one, a dropping point of about 620 degrees Fahrenheit. What that means is that it will withstand a higher operating temperature limit better than most other greases, and that includes all of those lithium and lithium complex greases that you're likely to find. Extra Lube Grease also has outstanding shear stability, which means it's going to hold up and continue protecting under periods of prolonged stress. It exhibits excellent oxidative stability properties, and what that means is that as it gets exposed to oxygen over time while you're using it, it's not going to cake up, it's not going to break down as it's exposed to oxygen, which, if that does happen, that can lead to catastrophic damage in places like your bearings or the other places that you're using it in. Extra Lube Grease also resists water washout better than most greases. And the calcium sulfonate thickener in Extra Lube Grease has been proven to provide outstanding extreme pressure protection. So we're sure that once you try our new Extra Lube Grease, you are never going to want to go back to those inferior greases again. So get the best, most complete grease protection with the new Extra Lube Grease from Bell Performance.